You can win this sporty truck with just one answer on Card Shark. And if you play your cards right, you can win $32,000. And now, the host of Card Shark, Bob Eubank.
Oh, thank you, D-Wood. Hello, everybody. Happy holidays to you, and welcome to Card Shark. We have a new truck to give away and a whole lot of money and two very lovely dealers and two Card Sharks to play the game. We're going to have a good time this half hour. Why don't we start off our show by meeting our dealers, though. Here they are, the lovely Susanna Williams and the very pretty Lacey Pemberton, the two prettiest ladies in television. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
Our
to
set
you.
looked nice. They decorated our set and everything. I don't know where our tree is, but...
Where's that tree?
Oh, well. Anyway, if you'll deal the cards, we'll get the Card Sharks out here. Come on, Anita and Andy. Let's play this game. Boy, your sweater armholes are big there, aren't they?
They are, aren't they?
But you have a necktie on. I think you look very pretty today.
Thank you, Bob.
You're very welcome. You're looking for a husband, huh?
Yeah.
What does this guy have to have, Anita, you're looking for?
Oh, some integrity, personality.
Well, there's nobody around here like that.
Money.
Okay. You've got the money. You've won $3,400 so
That's
far.
great.
Yeah, not bad at all.
I'm excited.
However, you're in trouble because that guy standing next to you,
Yeah.
Andy, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Bob.
Andy won the first game. You got $100. If you win the next game, you're our champion. You know that.
Yeah.
You live in San Diego now.
I live in Long Beach.
That's why I said you live in Long Beach.
Right.
Yeah. You've been married 4 times.
Twice.
Twice. That's right. That's right. And you're in the Army.
No, I think I'm in the Navy still.
Good. Well, we know all about Andy we ever want to know, don't we, folks? Why don't we get the game going right now? Can we do that? Anita, the first question belongs to you, and we're picking it up where we left off yesterday. I was ready to ask the second question in game number 2. So good luck to you guys, and here we go. And by the way, the first question today involves 10 bachelors in our studio audience. They're all over the age of 65, and they're all looking for a wife. And there they are. You devils, you. Before the show, we asked these 10 bachelors, who are you more likely to ask out again? A woman who said yes on a first date, or a woman who said no? How many of these 10 bachelors are more likely to ask out the woman who said yes on the first date?
Well, I think these gentlemen are real
Be careful
experienced.
what you call them now.
They're real experienced, and I think they're probably from the old school of thinking, and they don't want their women to say yes on the first date. I really do.
You think that?
I think they want someone that's old-fashioned.
Okay, so how many of them are more likely to ask out the woman who said yes on the first date?
4.
4. Andy, what do you think about this?
I think it's going to be higher, Bob.
Think it's going to be higher. It'll probably be 11. Yeah. You think they're old-fashioned, huh?
Giving them some, yeah.
The actual number of these bachelors who are more likely to ask out the woman who said yes is 2 of them.
Oh!
Well, I knew that.
Good.
I thought it would be much higher than that. Which 2 of you guys, you old devils, would like to ask out the girl who said yes? Raise your hand if you would, please. Well, you know Dominic. He's dating a 35-year-old woman, for crying out loud.
right.
Jack, now explain this to me, pal. Why would you like to ask out the woman who said yes on the first date?
Well, at my age, I can't play the waiting game.
Oh. I got you.
I like that.
What he's trying to say is it may not be there tomorrow. Okay, who's got all this control? Anita. Boy, do you need control, because I've lost it up here. There's an 8 for you.
Change that
Change
card.
that card. Lacey has a new card, which turns out to be a king.
Okay, it's gonna be lower.
Lower than the king. 6.
Higher.
Higher than the 6. No. Not higher. Andy, free chance with this 9.
It's going to be lower.
Lower. Yes, it is.
Higher.
Okay. If it's higher, you win the game, you win the match, you're our new champion. You'll play for the big money in a brand new truck.
All right.
Is it higher than the 7? No. No, it's not. Anita is still alive. Just barely, but still alive. Okay, we'll pause with these words. We'll come back to find out who our champion will be right after this. Welcome back to Card Sharks. Let's continue with our game now between Anita and Andy. And Andy, the next question is yours. How many children do you have, Andy?
No children.
What's the matter, pal?
Got a dog.
Got a dog.
Got
Oh,
a
that's
dog.
right. Yeah, you have a killer basset hound. Well, this one has to do with child psychiatrists, okay? We surveyed 100 of them, and we asked them, should a 10-year-old child be allowed to have a lock on his bedroom door? How many child psychiatrists said a 10-year-old should be allowed to have a lock on his bedroom door?
Well, I remember when I was growing up, there was a lock on it, and if I ever locked it, I'd get the tar beat out of me. I mean, serious.
My parents put a lock on the outside of my bedroom door.
They might have done that, too. I can't remember. But child psychologists are odd people anyway. And I think they're going to say that the kids should be able to have their own privacy, lock their parents out. I think there's going to be about 40 of them.
How are you going to read your Playboys unless you got it locked up? You know what I mean?
There's always a lock on the bathroom.
That's right. Anita.
Oh, boy. Well, we were never allowed to have locks on our bedroom
How about
doors.
bagels?
Never allowed to have locks. Okay, how many were allowed to? And he said 40.
He said 40 out of 100 said that the child should be allowed to.
Psychologist. I'm going to go, boy, that's really tough. A little higher.
A little higher than that. The actual number of child psychiatrists who said a 10-year-old should be allowed to have a lock on his bedroom door is 41 of them. It was a little higher, but only by one. All right, Anita.
Just a smidge. Lower.
Lower it is.
Lower.
Lower it is again. Is it higher? It is not. Listen to Andy yell and scream at her misfortune. Can you believe that?
I'm embarrassed.
Awful.
Andy, the wrath of card sharks will fall upon you. Let's watch and see what happens here. Free
It's going
chance.
to be lower.
Lower than the 9. See? That's what happens when you laugh at the misfortunes of another human being, Andrew. Yes. It's sudden death time. Does that bother you? Scares me every time I say
Yes,
it. Yes.
it's-
Somebody has to win the game on the next play of the cards. Control really is what you're after. And if you are ready, here's the question. Educated guess question, Anita.
Okay.
The governors of our 50 states all receive different salaries. How much per year does the highest paid governor earn?
Highest paid governor. $175,000.
$175,000. Andy, what do you think?
Lower.
Think it's lower than that.
Definitely.
The actual annual salary of the highest paid governor is $130,000. It was lower. Who do you think earns 130?
California.
No, it's
Hawaii.
earned by the governor Mario Cuomo of New York. But he only accepts 100,000 of that salary. The remaining 30,000 goes into the state's general revenue account. So it's Governor Cuomo of New York. All right, here we go. Sudden death time. Andy, you want to change that card?
I'm going to change that card.
Okay, now let me give you your options, my friend. You can change the card and play it out. If you goof, she wins the game. Or you can pass it on to her, and she must play off the king. If she makes a mistake, you win the game, the match, the championship, the truck. Oh, no, win the truck after we try to play. Yeah, I was trying to bribe you here. What else can we give him? That's all. Okay, Andy.
I'm going to change the card.
You can change the card and play it out yourself.
Definitely so.
Okay. The 9, Andy, becomes a 6.
It's going to be higher.
Is it higher than the 6? It is.
It's going to be lower.
If it's lower, you're the new champ. If it's not lower, you're not the new champ. Figured that out by myself. Is it lower than the king? Yes, it is! Congratulations to you. Anita, we say goodbye to you, but you won $3,400. Not a bad day's work out.
Not a bad day's
Okay,
work.
thanks, Andy. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Come on, Andy. Right over here, my friend. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, Bob.
Our champ is Andy Devine. That's his last name. And Jingles and I will be playing for the big money right after this. Don't go away.
On Lingo, there are two kinds.
Welcome back to Card Sharks. All right, Andy. Big things are about to happen to you. Because you have a chance now to win lots and lots of money. The ladies are dealing out cards. You cut that deck earlier. You can change one card per line. Minimum bets are $50 each time. And we're going to give you some of our money to bet with. Courtesy of Mr. Goodson, you now have $200. You all right?
All right.
Good. Good luck to you. Here we go. First card with your $200 happens to be a king.
All of it lower.
Yeah, we'll bet it all lower than the king. Push, no win, no loss.
All of it lower.
Same bet. $200 lower than the king for $400.
400. 350 higher.
$350 higher than the 4. Push, no win, no loss. Not going to win any money this way, but we're having a good time, aren't we? Yes. Okay, this 4 comes up here. You've got 400, give you another 400. You got $800 now.
500 higher.
$500 higher it is. 1,300, player change.
Yeah, change that card, Bob.
Which one you want?
2.
Number 2. All right, Susanna, good card, I hope. 10 becomes a jack this time. A little better. 1,300, Andy. 13.
13. $400 lower.
$400 lower than the jack. It is $1,700, Andy.
$50 higher.
$50 higher. Is it higher than the 8? No. It's all right. $1,650. The 5 now goes up here, and you can play or change the 5.
Change that card.
Which
Number
one?
1.
Number 1. Okay. See what we got this time. 5 is now a 6. Now you got $1,650. Rules say you got to bet at least half of it.
Okay, half of it higher.
$825 is half. He's betting that higher than the 6. Be there for the man. Is it higher than the 6? No. Whoa. Bad cards. You still end up with $825. I mean,
Great.
it's all right, isn't it? Yeah. You had 200 before. You got $1,025. And now we'll give you a chance to win a new truck, all right? Okay. And here's how you have that opportunity to do that. Oh, before I give you that opportunity, Gene's going to tell you about the truck you can win. Gino?
The Toyota two-wheel drive standard bed truck. It comes equipped with all standard features, including a 4-speed manual transmission and California emissions. Good luck, Andy Devine.
Come on, Andy Devine. Now, Andy, the way you can win that truck is I'll ask you a question about our 10 bachelors all over the age of 65, all looking for a wife. And then I'll ask you to register your answer over there on our range board, all right? So, Susanna, if I could have the question, please. Thank you. Andy, before the show, we asked these 10 bachelors, when you first meet a woman, do you look at her face or her figure? How many of these 10 bachelors look at a woman's figure first? What do you think? Go over there and place the marker on your answer. You can look at them if you want to down there. They're all 10 there. 2 of them are asleep. 7 of them, you say, look at the figure.
Yeah, I think they
Even
would.
though they're over 65.
Hey, they're bachelors, they're looking at figures.
Is that right?
That's what I figured.
I'm supposed to do the funny stuff. Supposed to. The actual number, oh, let me tell you, if you're right on the nose, if it's 7, you win the truck. If you're off by 1, 6, or 8, you get $500. The actual number of these bachelors who look at a woman's figure first is 5 of them. That close to winning some more money, too. Okay, tell you what, you're the champ. We're going to set up here to start another match, and we'll meet a new challenger right after this. So don't go away. He's got $1,025. Andy, let's meet a new challenger. Can we do that?
Sounds great.
Here's that lady right now. Boy, there's a little difference in height over there. Would you like us to get you a stool, huh?
No, thank you.
Okay, bend down, Andy, and make the lady feel comfortable. How are you?
Hi, fine, thank you.
Tell me your name.
My name is Eris Arch.
Eris Arch.
Eris Arch, yes.
We have Andy Devine and Eris Arch on our show. And tell me a little bit about Eris Arch.
Well, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an artist, and I'm a native California of 3 generations.
You're an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Meaning what do you do with your art?
What do I do with my art? I sell my art. I
Oh.
make money. Anything I can do to make money, I get in there, I make the money, and I pull out.
Lacey's got the cards all dealt out, and we're on our way. If you win 2 games, you're our champion. That's all you have to
Great.
remember. All right? Here's our first question. It goes to you, Andy Devine. I think it's a great name. Andy Devine is your real name.
Richard. But I've gone by
Andy Richard.
Richard Devine.
Oh, I see. But you've gone by Andy for such a long time.
time,
You have to
yes.
put up with all those Wild Bill Hickok stories, right?
All the time.
Yeah, okay. We surveyed 100 wives of men in the United States Marines. We asked them, way down deep, is your husband really just a great big pussycat? How many wives of Marines said their husband is just a big old pussycat?
Well, I just came back from 2 years stationed with the Marines in Okinawa. And I know a lot of the guys, and I know some of the wives. And some of these guys put the big macho image on at work, and they go home and it's, yes, ma'am, yes, I'll do this, dear. I think
Kind of like around your house, huh?
Sort of, kind of,
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. I think that there's quite a few wives that'll say that their husbands are pussycats. I'm going to say there's about 62.
62 out of 100 wives of Marines said their husband's just a big old pussycat. Eris, what do you say about this?
Well, I know my husband is a great big pussycat. Whether he's a Marine or not, he is one. And I feel as though most wives do feel that because they have an intimate relationship with them, even though they're macho on the outside. So I think that number is fairly high. I'm going to say it's a tad bit higher.
Even higher than that.
Even
Well,
higher
let's
than
see.
that.
Actual number of wives of Marines who said their husband's just a big old pussycat is 71 of them. Eris, you're right. Okay. Eris, you won the question. You can change this card if you'd like to. It happens to be a 7.
I want to change that
I don't
card.
blame you. That is one ugly 7, isn't it? I see. Now what we got? We got a jack
All right,
now.
Jack, I'm going to go lower.
Lower than the jack, a 9.
Okay, I'm going to go lower.
Lower again. Oh, lower.
Okay.
No. Andy, you get a free chance at these cards. You lucky devil, you. Look at here.
It's going to be lower.
Is it lower? Yeah.
It's going to be lower.
Lower again. Yes.
I'm going to freeze.
Got a straight going. Why not? Bet the house, man. Okay, next question. Eris, this is your question. Have you met the gentleman yet? These are 10 bachelors down there who are over the age of 65, all looking for a wife. Yes. There's a couple of them that we're a little worried about, but here's the question. Before the show, we ask our 10 bachelors, Eris, do you prefer your women to be just a little bit on the dumb side? How many of these 10 bachelors do prefer their women to be just a little bit on the dumb side?
Just a little bit. I think most men like their women to just have be a little bit dumber than
Your husband didn't, did he?
Oh, no comment, but I'm going to say it's only 6.
6 of the 10
6
like
of
their
the
women
10.
a little bit on the dumb
A
side.
little
Andy?
bit.
I think that's going to be lower, Bob.
Even lower than that.
Yeah.
Huh. The actual number of these bachelors who prefer their women to be just a little bit on the dumb side is 3 of them. You're right. Yeah. Which 3 of you guys like your women a little bit on the dumb side? Raise your hand if you would, please. Oh, there they are. Sal, Jack, and John. John, why? I mean, why not go out with an intelligent lady who knows the world?
Well, I'm not too smart myself, Bob, and I want to keep it on an even keel, and I want her to think I am smarter, so I prefer them a little dumber.
So if you're not very bright, you need one that's less bright than you, so she'll think that you're real bright. Is that it?
That's right.
How old are you, John?
65.
Man, I hope I look like you when I'm 65. I'll tell you that. I got another year to go, but you look great for 65. Thank you very much, fellas. All right. You look good for 65.
Change that card.
You gonna change that 10?
I'm going to change the 10.
Are you really? It's the silliest thing I've ever heard of. The 10 is a 5.
It's going to be higher.
Higher than the 5. Yeah.
It's going to be lower.
You know what happens if it's lower?
I win the game.
You certainly do. You
All
also
right.
win $100. Lower than the ace. Yep.
All right.
There you go. Okay, so first game goes to Andy. Eris, you have to win this next game. Lacey's going to deal out the cards in the same deck, and we'll get game number 2 going right now. Good luck to you. Andy, here's your question. How old are you, Andy?
31.
Oh. We surveyed 100 men over the age of 40. We asked them, if we handed you a pair of pants that you wore when you were 21, could you fit into them today? How many men over 40 could fit into the pants they wore when they were 21?
Gee, I'm only 31, and I can barely fit into the pants I wore when I was 27. So, 25.
Thank you. Eris, he said 25 out of 100 men over 40 could fit into the pants they wore when they were 21.
I don't know. I don't think that's true. My husband at this age, he would never fit into his pants when he gets 20 years older because of the way I cook and the way I feed him. So I think it's going to be lower.
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 That could fit in. Actual number of men over 40 who could fit into the pants they wore when they were 21 is 16. You're right, Eris. It is lower. All right.
I'm going to win.
I'm glad that question's over. I messed him up, but the question was confusing. Hello, Eris, you ready? Look at here.
Oh, change it.
All
Change
right.
the card.
8 becomes
Come
a king.
on, lower.
Lower than a king, 5.
Okay, higher.
Higher than a 5, 10.
Okay, lower.
Lower, the lady says wrong. Gonna have to teach Eris that new word called freeze. Andy, free chance. Here we go. This is your card, my friend.
It's going to be lower.
Lower, you say? Yes, it
It's
is.
going to be higher.
Is it higher? It is.
Lower.
Lower again, yes.
Higher.
To win the match, the championship, the whole Megillah. Is it higher? Yeah. Andy's our champ. Hey, Eris, we enjoyed having you here.
It's a pleasure being
We
here.
have some nice prizes for you. Thanks for being with us, okay? Bye-bye. Come on, Andy. You lucky devil. Back in just a moment with more Card Shark. That's all the time we have for Dave. We'll see you next time on Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
Some of our departing contestants will receive Eureka's Quick Up, great in between cleaning, cleanups, lightweight, rechargeable, cordless, and in betweening vacuum Eureka.
You asked for a pony and got a shirt. Asked for a guitar, got gloves. Last year, you asked for a car and got underwear. This year, you've asked for a sleigh full of game shows. You're getting the GSN Christmas Marathon. 10 hours of Yuletide classics on Christmas Eve.
I told you we were going to have a special Christmas.
Then 5 hours of Super Millionaire on Christmas Day. Santa got it right this time.
Merry Christmas!
Classic game shows starting at 9 a.m. on Christmas Eve. Super Millionaire starting at 1 p.m. on Christmas Day.
This is my best present so far.